Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to plunge into complex topics and pull out the clearest, most actionable insights for you.
That's the goal.
And today, we're tackling a really powerful engine in Canada's economy. We're doing a deep dive into the chemical manufacturing sector, specifically in the Northwest Alberta region.
Right, a region with significant potential.
Exactly. And this isn't just about crunching numbers, it's about uncovering real growth opportunities. Our insights today, they're drawn from a detailed sector profile by Work NW Alberta.
And they've used some solid data sources like Cast Analyst for labor market details, Manifold Data Mining for economic modeling, IBIS World for that broader industry perspective. Very robust.
Definitely. So our mission today is pretty straightforward. Quickly extract the most important takeaways for professionals like you listening who are focused on growth in this vital sector.
Makes sense.
Oh, and just a quick heads up on pronunciation before we jump in. It's Grande Prairie, pronounced Grand Prairie.
Good clarification. Locals appreciate that.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. When we talk about this Northwest Alberta region, where exactly is that and, what makes it stand out for chemical manufacturing?
Yeah, it's more than just one city. The region is really a collaborative area. It includes the city of Grand Prairie, the county of Grand Prairie, the MD, that's the municipal district of Greenview,
Okay.
and also surrounding towns like Beaver Lodge, Sexsmith, Wembley, Fox Creek, Valley View, Greenview Co-ops and Enterprises.
Yeah.
Plus, the Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation and Horse Lake First Nation are key partners.
Wow, so it's a pretty wide area then.
Oh, absolutely enormous. We're talking nearly 40,000 square kilometers.
Yeah.
And its location is really strategic. It functions as a major gateway and resource hub for, well, all of Northwestern Alberta.
A gateway.
Okay.
And what about the assets within that region? What makes it tick?
Well, there's some really strong foundational pieces. You've got Northwest Polytechnic, a solid post-secondary institution. There's a new hospital, which is a big deal. And you see a skilled labor force plus really significant business supports already in place. All these things kind of converge to create a very supportive ecosystem.
Right, sounds like a strong base. And I guess the demographics reflect that underlying strength too. What do the population numbers tell us?
They absolutely do. So in 2024, the population was around 138,847. About 60% of those folks live right in the city of Grand Prairie.
Okay.
And it's growing. Projections show it hitting about 145,216 by 2031. But what's really key for industry is the labor force participation.
Yeah.
We saw a 74% participation rate in 2024 and a 69% employment rate. Those are strong numbers indicating a very engaged workforce.
Very engaged. And I noticed something else in the data. 43% of the population is in that prime 25 to 54 working age group. That feels like more than just a strong workforce now. It's almost a strategic advantage, isn't it?
Precisely. That's not just a statistic. It's a signal of a ready, capable, and probably quite adaptable future workforce.
Especially for a sector like chemical manufacturing that needs both specialized skills and support staff.
Exactly. It points to a sustainable talent pipeline, which is a huge asset for long-term growth.
Okay, so we've got this picture of a robust region, a strong foundation. It makes sense why it's a focus. Now let's zoom in on the main event, the chemical manufacturing sector itself. How do we define it in this specific context, and why is it targeted for growth here?
Right. So at its core, chemical product manufacturing here is really about adding value. Taking those naturally extracted goods, and this region has plenty, obviously.
Oil and gas, primarily.
Primarily, yes. And transforming them into more refined, more complex chemical products. This whole process is crucial for diversifying the local economy. It acts as a buffer.
The buffer how?
It helps cushion that natural resource extraction sector from, well, those big international price shocks that can hit raw materials hard. It means the region's not just riding the wave of commodity prices.
Got it. So it builds resilience.
Exactly. And we can sort of split it into two main camps. Upstream manufacturers, they're making things like basic organic or inorganic chemicals, industrial gases.
Earlier in the chain.
Right. And then downstream manufacturers making products closer to the end user. Think personal care items, cleaning supplies, lubricants, even explosives.
A pretty broad spectrum then. What's the current size, the footprint of this sector in the region right now?
Yeah, the profile gives us a good snapshot for 2024. It employed 749 people across 47 businesses.
Okay, 47 businesses.
But here's an interesting detail. The vast majority, over 75%, are actually small enterprises, fewer than 9 employees.
75% small businesses. Does that make it harder to scale up, or is that maybe an opportunity for consolidation, perhaps, or for bigger players to come in?
That's a really good question. I mean, it could suggest a fragmented market, sure, but it also points to maybe a very agile entrepreneurial environment. Lots of potential for innovation in niche areas.
Right.
For larger companies, it could be a chance to acquire specific expertise. For the smaller ones, it means they've got to be efficient, adaptable. The data also shows clusters emerging.
Clusters, like what?
Petroleum and petroleum products, merchant wholesalers, 12 businesses there. And chemical wholesalers, the non-agricultural count, also 12 businesses. And then petroleum and coal product manufacturing itself, with 10. Those seem to be the main hubs right now.
Okay, those are the current engines. What about the future? The employment outlook seemed, well, modest. A projected growth of 23 net new jobs by 2031, reaching 772 positions, a 3% increase.
But this is where you have to read carefully. That 3% growth, yes, it looks modest based on past trends.
Okay.
But, and this is a critical piece of nuance in the source material, the profile, explicitly states, and I'm quoting loosely here, that these projections do not account for any potential large-scale projects currently proposed for the region.
Okay, that changes things.
It really does. It's not just a minor note. It signals that the actual growth could be significantly higher, potentially transformational, actually, if these big projects move forward. There's untapped potential there, well beyond those baseline numbers.
That's a crucial piece of context. Okay, so we understand the sector now, its current state, and this hidden potential. So for our listeners focused on growth, what's driving the future demand? What market forces are at play? And how is Northwest Alberta set up to capitalize?
Well, nationally, there are a few big demand drivers shaping the chemical market. First, you've got changing consumer preferences, a really strong push towards environmentally friendly, sustainable products. That's undeniable.
Okay, sustainability is key.
Definitely. Second, there's more demand for products that do more multifunctional items, maybe offering better safety or health benefits.
Makes sense.
And third, innovation itself is a driver, especially around bio-based chemicals, organic, natural products. That's opening up new avenues. These aren't just trends. They feel like fundamental market shifts.
And sustainability. It sounds like it's moving beyond just a preference.
Oh, absolutely. It's becoming a necessity for growth in this industry. With increasing environmental regulations across Canada, companies really have to invest more in R&D. They need eco-friendly products, smaller carbon footprints.
It's not just about checking a box.
Not anymore. It's strategic. Developing greener options, maybe through collaborations between upstream and downstream players, can boost your brand, expand your market reach. Plus, you've got government incentives and public pressure pushing this way, too. Sustainability is becoming non-negotiable for staying competitive.
A real shift from just compliance to a competitive edge. And looking at the ecosystem, you've got the suppliers, oil and gas extractors, raw material manufacturers like plastics, resins,
Right.
and then the buyers, wholesalers, retailers, other manufacturers using the chemicals for paper, asphalt, fertilizers, things like that. It seems tightly integrated.
It is. And what's really fascinating is how a specific regional asset plugs directly into these growth drivers we're talking about. I mean, the Greenview Industrial Gateway.
Yes. Tell us about that. It sounds important.
It is. It's not just any industrial park. It's a unique 2,000-acre development down in the MD of Greenview, about 40 clicks south of Grande Prairie. And its location is the game changer. It's directly on the Montney gas formation. That means access to prolific natural gas liquids.
Which translates to
Incredibly low cost, readily available feedstock. The basic building blocks you need for advanced petrochemical development. That is a massive cost advantage.
wow, low-cost feedstock. That's huge.
It is. And interestingly, it's also being eyed as a prime spot for AI data centers. So multifaceted potential there for diversification.
Okay, so the raw materials are there, cheap.
Yeah.
But you still need to get products out. What about logistics?
Another major plus for the gateway, it's got easy access to the Canamex heavy load corridor and full CN rail capacity right there.
So, good connections.
Excellent connections. These aren't just tracks and roads. They offer really efficient routes to the deep water ports over in Kitimat and Prince Rupert.
West Coast access.
And here's the kicker. Those ports often provide quicker access to Asian markets compared to other West Coast options. That's a significant edge for global trade.
So, connecting the dots, this Greenview Industrial Gateway sounds like more than just local development.
Much more. Its strategic position, its potential success, it's really designed to boost Alberta's overall growth. It contributes directly to that long-term economic sustainability goal for the whole Northwest Alberta region. It's visionary, really, leveraging natural advantages for the future.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. We've talked about the resources, the infrastructure. What about the people? The human capital driving this and the support systems around them?
Yeah, the people side is critical. A
Yeah.
sector employs a really diverse range of occupations, and many roles have impressive average wages.
Like what?
Well, supervisors in petroleum, gas, chemical processing, they're averaging over $128,000 a year. Central control and process operators in those fields, over $125,000. High skill, high wage jobs.
Definitely high-paying roles.
But it's important to remember, it's not only those top-tier technical roles. The sector also needs accounting technicians, heavy-duty mechanics, transport truck drivers, a whole range of skills. It shows the breadth of opportunity.
That makes sense. But I did see something, well, surprising maybe, in the job posting data from last year, 2024. For the postings that actually listed a salary, there were 28 of them.
Okay.
The median advertised salary was much lower, $40,600. And the top jobs being advertised weren't those high-skill operator roles. They were customer service reps, retail sales supervisors, cashiers.
Ah, that's a fascinating contrast. And it doesn't necessarily contradict the high average wages for established roles.
How so?
It likely points to a multi-tiered structure. You have those high-earning, specialized careers at the core, absolutely. But the advertised postings suggest they're also more accessible, maybe entry-level positions.
So pathways into the sector.
Exactly. It shows there are foundational rules, too, ways for a broader part of the workforce to get started, which is actually a sign of a healthy ecosystem, opportunities for different skill levels and for career progression. People can potentially move from those entry points into the higher-paying roles with experience and training.
That's a really important distinction. It paints a fuller picture of the workforce. And beyond the jobs themselves, what about the support network, the community assets, training?
Oh, it's robust. You've got active organizations like the Grand Prairie and District Chamber of Commerce, the Grand Prairie Regional Innovation Network, GRI, they call it,
Yeah.
Community Futures, Grand Prairie and Region, Women Building Futures, the ATB Entrepreneur Center. These groups aren't just names on a list. They're actively empowering businesses, fostering innovation, providing resources. It creates a nurturing environment.
And the training side, preparing people for these roles.
Very strong and diverse there, too. Northwest Polytechnic is key, offering programs directly relevant, power engineering, computer systems tech, business admin, plus lots of skilled trades like heavy equipment technician, steam fitter, pipe fitter, industrial mechanic.
Right, the hands-on skills.
Yeah. And then you have groups like Careers, the next generation, helping youth explore these career paths. Rupert's Land Institute is doing great work supporting Métis individuals with job matching and training. The Western Cree Tribal Council handles Indigenous skills employment and training. Northern Lakes College is also in the mix.
So a whole network feeding into the skilled workforce.
Precisely. And ensures that pipeline of talent is there, adaptable and ready, which is absolutely critical for growth and for seizing those future opportunities we talked about.
So, pulling all this together, what does it really mean for you, our listener, whether you're thinking about investing, maybe relocating, or just trying to understand where industry in Alberta is headed?
Well, I think the picture is pretty clear.
Yeah. What's the key takeaway?
We're seeing a strategically vital chemical manufacturing sector in Northwest Alberta that's already growing. It's built on a foundation of strong natural resources, yes, but also, crucially, top-tier logistics and a really dedicated support ecosystem. The region seems uniquely positioned for potentially significant growth, leveraging that gateway and resource hub status. And developments like the Greenview Industrial Gateway,
Yeah.
they're not just participating, they're actively trying to shape the future, build a more resilient economy for the whole region.
So here's a final thought for you to consider. We've seen the powerful drivers, sustainability, innovation. We've seen the incredible regional assets, that low-cost feedstock, the logistics edge via Greenview. Now, imagine those large-scale projects, the ones not yet counted in the projections, actually coming online. How might this chemical manufacturing sector in Northwest Alberta evolve then? Could it truly become a global leader, particularly in sustainable petrochemical innovation? It's certainly something worth thinking about for your next strategic move.